Hey, there you are, Sonia here. Welcome to Out Here on the Farm. It's story time again. Mom and Dad decided they loaded up and went to town and left us kids at home there in the log cabin out in the country with my older brother Douglas and my other two brothers. And my brother Len decided he was going to climb a tree. And he climbed up there and he fell out of the tree and he couldn't move once he hit the ground. So my brother Douglas went out and picked him up and carried him into the house. Mom and Dad finally arrived home, and they had to take him to the hospital. And there they had to do surgery upon his leg and repair his broken bone. He was there for a long time to recuperate and had his leg all in a cast and what have you. And Mom and Dad could go see him, but us kids were too young. They wouldn't let us in to see him. They'd come home and tell us about how that my brother Len was getting all kinds of gifts of comic books and toys and candies and what have you. Well, we were very interested in that, of course, being children as we were. And anyway, he finally got to come home. We were excited about him coming home, but we were also pretty excited about all the gifts that he had received while he was in the hospital. We thought that possibly he might share some of his candy with us, maybe let us read his comic books or play with his toys, but he was very reluctant in letting us have anything that he had received, which now I too truly understand. He was the one that was in the hospital and suffered the pain and the surgery and being there alone a lot. He wouldn't share one thing with us. It got a little better, so we got an old wheelchair. And I used to take him up and down the old rock road and down to the creek, just a little brook. And he'd go down there and look at things and watch and wait. And he was a nature lover, of course. Well, one time I took him down there, and he thought I was getting too close to the edge of the water. Well, it kind of made me mad. I was already mad because he wouldn't share anything with us, but yet he wanted us to take care of him and push him in the wheelchair and do whatever, you know. Well, he got to hollering even louder, "You're getting too close to the edge of the water." Well, I thought I got a little aggravated, and I thought, well, you afraid of that edge of the water? Let me see what you do if I push you out into the creek. What a horrible thing for a child to do. I've regret doing that for oh so long. And it wasn't a deep creek. It was just a little brook, what we called a branch back then. Shoved him off in there, and they had rock bottoms and gravel and stuff, and the wheels wouldn't hardly turn. And he was just yelling and yelling. Well, his back was turned to me, so he couldn't see that I was walking away because I was upset with him. I was going to pay him back for being so stingy with his candy. What a horrible thing. And he was hollering, and I just was hightailed it home. Well, Mom and Dad asked me what I did with my brother, and I confessed and told them I pushed him in the creek and left him. They were very upset with me. They went down there, and lo and behold, my brother had already gotten out there. I don't know how he did, because the wheels were buried down into the rock bed of the creek. He was hostile. I'm telling you, everybody was hostile with me. I was the bad kid on the street for sure. Anyway, they brought him home, and he was okay then. But after a while, we realized that, you know, there are times that we say and do things to people that is hurting them, hurts their feelings, offending people. This is what we have to learn, that we need to watch what we say to our family and our friends and loved ones, our co-workers, and not be so rude and cruel with our words and our actions. We need to stop and think about what we're doing and do the right thing. Of course, being children, you can understand, but when you get to be older and an adult, the best thing to do is to be kind to one another and to care about their betterment. I'm glad you stopped in out here at the farm, and I so look forward to the next story time that I will share with you. And so, until next time.